Diego si Immortal, VP.
Naku, lakad mo tatang, lakad mo tatang!
Normally. These the supports can get so farmed. So we see the Ghost Scepters, we see the Yules and all the defensive items that can protect you. But Execration, they go a different route, a route that gives them a lot.
Ares has to make sure that he's not AFK though.
Gee, I don't know about that, my guy. You're venturing a little bit too far over the line, and Bob gets our first blood of the game. And but you love to give it over to the puck.
But making sure that the static link didn't really have too much of an impact for the laning stage. If I'm Vincenzo, after that, I would ask for exactly what's just starting to happen. I'd be like, cut these trees. Don't make it that the Hoodwink ever has an easy option for the Bushwhack.
Well, top lane, Luna's in trouble. Arrow lands, so they're gonna go for... Oh, that is the worst timing! Really nicely done, but still Rapido might be in trouble. The bash is out. Shanks only got 1 point in the Starstorm. The damage is not enough, and Rapido just limps back to the tier 1 tower.
Again, some really nice laning coming through from
Mid lane,
UDV there.
Bob, he's trying to kill off JG. Tier's going to look to show up. He doesn't have enough mana, though, for the Euphotic Shield, and maybe Bob's going to stick around. Yeah, he will. That kill gives him enough experience for the level 6. He wants a high 5 before he kills off Tiki, but he won't get that. What he will get, though, is...
Lessen, the Faceless Void's farming impact, is also a great tool at being able to prevent the push from happening.
Radiant, they're getting pretty aggressive under the T1 tower, trying to deal with the high ground, which JG tries to penalize. Off to the side, though, Hoodwink's going to catch the arrow. So it looks like it will be a 1-for-1 trade. I don't know if they have the damage now, especially with Tiki showing up to kill off the Storm. Bob actually doesn't jaunt away. JG doesn't have the greatest mana pool to work with at the moment. Bob's gonna be okay.
I feel like if he jaunted, he probably would have died to the Luna, actually, so...
Top, especially Bob. You got Chrono, you got Coil, you got Elder Dragon form. You're strong right now, and UDV is not.
Baiting. They're baiting.
They're in trouble, though. Palos, let's see if we can get a melty. Chrono, he'll do just that, but it doesn't matter. Tino's gonna tick out to the damage, and Palos... What was the play there? Mask Man is under the tower. And of course, the well-deserved tips as Palos makes a slight mistake. Looks like Execration still gonna bring Bob and Vincenzo top. JG very hesitant about trying
Puck and Mirana feeling like they can just take out people pretty reliably. This really deep Observer Ward is gonna catch out Lucify.
Was a smoke though from Execration, so it's not really giving them much across the map. They're not really gonna get any map control off it. Maybe just taking some camps through the northern jungle.
Available, and they didn't really use any big cooldowns to be able to get that one proc, so I wonder if immediately they're going to look to go for a kill.
Palos, alright. Chrono wants a 2. If you can deal with the Hoodwink, then Vincenzo will have the full control, but it doesn't matter because Rapido instant cancel in the Burrow Strike, and no one's died on UDV. So you wasted the Chronosphere, but can you get away with your own lives? Looks like that's not the case. Tino and Shanks providing the control, Bob the follow-up throughout the lane. So they'll get rid of very small window to try and make a play, and Void's not even thinking about showing up without BKB, so they're going to jump Tino before it's Execration starting the fight. Tino falls under the pump as Ken. Here we go. This is beautiful stuff from UDV's location, so all eyes on Execration, how they can really deal with that. Bob's going to be targeting Storm in the river. Now, Tiki's not nearby at the moment, with the arrow flying down from the south. They'll lose JG, and now UDV. I don't think they can stick around. Rapido's going to try and move towards Tiki, but they've got to be cautious if they group up. With Palos showing up now, the threat of the Chronosphere is too much for them to bear, so they're just going to Delta split away. Tiki under the pump from Palos and Shanks. Meanwhile, they also have... Looks like the Hoodwink that's going to be killed off. Bob with the finishing blow, and in the end, a 4 for nothing.
Pump fake the ultimate charge.
Yeah, it's a must change, and a big reason of why we kind of see him viable. JG. Who have they caught out? Bob's in trouble. Yo, Rapido. That's a beautiful way to start. And what do you do now if you're Execration? The calls to commit to the pit. You can get there straight away. Palos is playing very aggressively before the team can show up. They've been able to catch up the Storm Spirit, though. It's going to be a mighty world of pain as Palos just drops a solo Chronosphere with the arrow follow-up. T might be in trouble now afterwards once inside the Chrono AoE, but that's not going to be the case. Down to the southern side, they've caught a little bit of glimpse of Ken, but they won't continue the chase. It's such a messy fight. 2 fights in itself, splitting in half. But who are they going to be able to kill down? Still trying to chase T here in the small camp. They'll secure the Abaddon. Now back to the lane. The remnants of the tier 1 towers where Tino will be killed off, but the rest of UDV, they're out. Ken, BKB, TP, Repeater. Looked like he cancelled his own.
Yeah, I think so as well. I'm like, what is happening?
It's fight time. Long zip in. Onto Bob with the instant phase shift. Bob's out of there. So smoke completely thwarted, but maybe UDV is looking to trail to the triangle. Repeater finds a jump. It's just a Bane. A quick and easy kill, but Execration, as soon as they get confirmation that UDV are continuing this fight, they're just going to look to get out.
Allow Bob and Palace.
I know the Abaddon's away from Ken, but they might just be able to keep him alive if he could be the nick of time. Ken's going to stand his ground for the Fiend's Grip out of the last second. Oh, Vincenzo, that's perfect. Nightmares, the Abaddon, then controls the Lunar, and after that, UDV are just crumbling. They get 1 kill, but it doesn't. Lane ward behind the tier 2. So they know, oh no, they missed the burrow, and all of Execration have moved to top. Core's going to be off the mark, but it doesn't matter. With 5 heroes swarming Rapido in the tree line, they'll kill off the position 3 Sand King and then maybe look to transition this into the tier 2.
And the immediate attempt to push some of these other lanes out. Tino actually runs into Ken here. Ken should know. He was body blocked.
Yeah, I mean, he can always BKB TP out, but he's taking a lot of damage. That chain control. Ken doesn't really have much life, so Palos gets the chrono with the last second. Oh no, the vision. That is what has enabled Execration through these past minute. It set them up for the kill top with that ward behind the tower, and then the Moonlight Shadow. Tino, so we could move on, find the Luna on all of it.
Dream Coil, sorry, the Chronosphere available.
Alright, they jump in the lane.
Giving his life away.
It's not a bad kill. 70 seconds without the Mirana. Palace is, wait, he's on the high ground. They've run into the Luna, and Tihi's on top as well, but they've already used the Aphotic Shield, so there won't be a cancel to the Fiend's Grip. But on the backline, Palace finds a huge Chronosphere, controlling all the viable heroes that UDV need to turn this fight back around. As now it's just, how many heroes can we catch up before they make it away safely? And, well, an extra one's down. Repeater soon to fall as well, is just hiding under the cover of the Sandstorm.
Dodge the Lincoln Sphere now.
I've been trouble at the moment. Vincenzo, beautiful timing in the Nightmare. Gives Palos at least a second to stand his ground. Now with the BKB out, he's still getting controlled. He doesn't have the chrono to lock anyone down. In Execration, they're a little bit hesitant until Tino jumps in, runs into Rapido, a quick and easy kill. And now the Fiend's Grip's out as well with the Aphotic Shield. Still on cooldown, but it's going to rely on JG. It's a huge vortex as Execration. They grouped up as 3, but the damage, it might be lacking for Ken. Oh no! The chrono to end the game, clipping 3. Buybacks are lacking. Rapido, as soon to be dieback on himself underneath the tier 4 towers. As Execration looking like they'll be able to take out game 1 here to start the night.
Some really good gameplay coming through all across the board from Execration. I don't think UDV played terribly. I think that Execration just read them every step of the way, as well as having that superior laning stage, all off the back of Bob, ending 17, 2, and 13. So when you're getting 30 kills a game, or involved in that many, you know you've done a good job.
Oh, what's the play? Oh, we got a Bob Lena. Okay, not a hero that we see too often. I'm so pretty... I like the Lena at the moment. I'm kind of surprised we're not getting her as much, I think, with...
Fi and Rapido standing around these observer wards, and they actually know that they've placed this observer here, so Execration know about the Radiant ward.
Oh no, that's such an awkward spot for Lucifer to try and juke, and what do you know, it's Bob back with our first blood.
There with the last hit onto the range creep, but Lena wants to trade. Pango does not. So any
Ken's in trouble, but... Spear's able to find the connection to set up for the arrow, and Ken's already played with the refraction, so once Execration get rid of the damage block, they can kill him off afterwards for the second of the game. And our top under the tower, Rapido and Lucifer, they will hit back. So UDV, almost 4 minutes in, are able to find their first kill of the game.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Doing
attack.
some nice little tation on the Grimstroke to enable that to happen.
Stay where you
There's
are.
no stacking
Bottom
happening.
lane again.
no
They
rotation.
found the arrow. Oh, Ken. It's a bit too close for comfort. They might get Tino.
Dire's middle
They
tower
will.
is
What is
under
out?
attack.
Tino still has spear. See here, one more right
mind.
click's not going to do the job. Tino's actually going to stand his ground with Shanks landing the arrow. Ken gets a side blade from afar, but Bob's going to TP down, so Ken has to get out. He has the phase boots, but Bob, only 1 point in the fiery soul. Nothing Bane can do drastically to kind of prevent this. So maybe it just feels like if he dies a couple too many times pre-BKB, then Execration... It seems like their lineup maybe relies on Bob to be able to have a good game as he goes on. As you know, he's going to try and TP top onto Rapido. He's got the Laguna Blade, and the help of the double damage rune is just enough to get a kill on Rapido.
Actually found
Yeah.
Tino, bottom side.
Nicely done. Tihi, first static storm of the game. Can not going to get the kill, but at least some injection of gold over. Once again, Tihi's going to block the arrow, so the catapult will stay alive to help with this siege.
I trust everyone was out of sight.
So they're even just using the Moonlight Shadow right in the face to scare him a little bit as deep rotation towards the mid lane, actually.
Radiant structures
Oh, they got the Fiend's Grip as well afterwards, so the Pangolier just eats the combo. Bob's able to layer in the damage from afar. JJ try to rely on the magic one charges, but it will not matter.
Arena's back off cooldown, and we've got our Blink Dagger available.
They're going to pilot their way to UDV's triangle. They're spying out Ken, the Fiend's Grip from afar. Tihi a bit late to counter, but all they needed was that instant control so Tina could follow up. But they did expend a lot there. So Rapido, he's going to look to jump in the middle. JG still, Rolling Thunder still on cooldown as well, and now with Bob showing up, they'll have plenty of damage to cut away the life of the Pangolier. His Execration, 0 casualties, and they
On Execration side.
look at top. Oh no, this sentry again. Bob was scouting out.
No.
Yeah, Palos now is in trouble. We saw how tanky he was prior. He's pretty far away from the tier 1 tower, and it looks like again Palos is going to go down. With unfortunately no assistance, Vincenzo just a little jump. They're going to run to Tihi first, so instead they'll go for the easier pickings in the Disruptor. Okay, well, up to dominating 5-1 and 3 is had a very good game, and I think it's Boots of Travel now being delivered, although mid Rapido is going to be eyeing up the Bane, trying to de-ward around the area, so UDV doing a good job to protect their vision and their own map. There we go. Just mentioning about how important the Aegis is for Ken. He's able to snag that one, but I want to fight as Tino in with the arena onto both supports, controlling the middle of the fight. Palace on the back line is going to try and get involved as well. Chain control is out thanks to JG, and Palace is going to be melted under the damage as Ken is proving that he has what it takes to be able to stand his ground and kill off some very key heroes in Execration.
I think he just tried to stay a little bit too longer than he needed to. You know, he made that great initiation, Ava, toss.
Ken, very split for the team. Vincenzo just going to try and charge up the Fiend's Grip. They've got the arrow from afar. Ken! Oh no, you've
have a
lost your
BKB?
Aegis, and now
No, he does
see how
not.
they can set up instant LSA before the refraction. The damage is really starting to ramp up as Ken killed off UDV too late to try and offer any assistance. That is a complete waste of the first aid.
Storm as well as the kinetic field.
JG gonna look to try and charge up the Rolling Thunder. This is gonna be a dead Tino, or maybe not. Fiend's Grip and BKB is giving Tino some breathing room, but it's gonna have to drop a defensive arena. Just trying to take away some of the map that UDV can play with, and well, that'd be the final life killed off. And now they're eyeing up Palos, but he just got the BKB delivered. Oh, they're not gonna be expecting this as Palos turns it around along with Bob and UDV. They ventured into the wrong neighborhood. The Rapido Spirit Vessel out. The Dragon Knight's not going to feel too tanky, though, but the BKB is expiring. Maybe Ken and the rest of UDV can do the dirty work. But look how tanky Palos is. He's got so much armor slowly being
Bob.
taken care of. Bob's falling lower and lower, sidesteps the stroke of fate. But But Rapido, well, he's going to be the one that's killed off. Shanks just gets out. He doesn't have any leap charges, and with a trap vision, Ken gets... Do they fight on die? They are posturing around the area like they want to try and set up for one. Tino's actually going to jump in. Arena controlling 3, but where's the 4? They're trying to beeline to Bob. Ken and JG recognizing their job to try and shut down the Lena's damage, but Lena just stands her ground with the Fiends group out. Bob's still going to be so cautious, but now with Palos showing up, they wasted the BKB from Ken. Tino can close the distance with the extra control, and they just crumble on UDV. Finally, the first fight that Execration were able to execute well throughout the past 5 minutes or so, and that's a big fight.
Not wanting to reveal his position at all.
So Tino, nice jump. Great reactions from JG though. That's it doesn't matter. I think Fiends group's out. Ken's gonna try and deal with this on the back line. So JG getting decent usage out of the Rolling Thunder, but he has to play away from the Lena. A lot is committed, so Palos feels like he has a free window to now jump the fight. Onto Ken they go. The chain control is ever so perfect, and Ken, well, he doesn't have a buyback, and without the Templar Assassin, their damage is soon to be lacking as they want more targets, pillaging the base, taking names. As Palos, well, he gets a little bit too greedy, recognizing they thought they had the kill, looking for the rampage before this game is over. JG's the target.
Vulnerable outside of those BKB timings.
See how hesitant they are. T4's down, second down. No glyph on Radiant, so they might just be able to throw him before the respawn. They need the lucky shots. They need JG to do something to disrupt them. Moves to the back, but an easy sidestep, and Bob's even gonna pop BKB. Now, it doesn't have Fiery Soul. They might actually have to get out. Peter's gonna try and TP in, and Tino's just gonna feed his life. Look at that Arena just holding them up. Wait, wait, Tino? Okay, they're gonna be able to cancel the blink, so he will end up dying.
And giving up the gem, which is a nice little bit of a bonus for you, but you're still...
Radiant's courier.
See you later, gem. It's on the deck. It's on the deck.
Oh, and now DK went back for the gem. Rapido might be forced to pop the BKB, but it doesn't matter. All the physical damage being layered down. It won't even have an opportunity for it as Palos up to dominating.
Says Radiant has vision. Nope. That is just the Lena.
Confirming. See if he did it a little bit further up.
Checking
they might...
the low ground. Yeah.
They want to try and take the fight before Execration gets set up. But a wasted Rolling Thunder.
Well,
Palos is hunting.
Is under attack.
He's all the way inside the base. Palos shuns before the meld hit. And now how do you cancel the Fiend's grip? Full duration, just allowing Bob to beat into the throne, and Execration. Kind of the team we were expecting. You know, we were both saying that this was a team that probably deserved an invite, but in the end, they do not drop a map in Phase 1. They looked really dominant.
might even end up working out better for them, right? I'm sure coming off of the DPC, they might have been down.